Good morning everyone. I've got some planes in front of me here, and today I'll be making one as well. This is for a charity project brought to my attention by Steve Ramsey, who's a YouTuber and a woodworker. The way it works is anybody can make a plane out of anything. You can paint a picture of one, you can make one out of wood, you can even write a poem, and you can post a picture or a video of what you've done on makerscare.org. Steve Ramsey's got a very detailed video on the whole thing on his channel. I'll link it in the description. For my plane, I'll be making one out of steel and copper. These are some of the toy planes I had as a kid that I dug out in my basement, and I was kind of looking through them for inspiration on what to make. I also found a picture I liked, so this is going to be the idea. I want to build a fighter jet, but I like some of the features on these, like the curved wings on that guy, but I'm just gonna design it as I go. I have no pre-planned idea, so we'll see how it turns out. So for the copper part of the plane, I'm taking some 1/2-inch copper pipe used for plumbing, cutting it apart with tin snips, and then using pliers and a hammer to fold it flat into a sheet. I'll be using this round steel bar for the frame, and I'm just grinding down one side flat so it's easier to assemble on the table. I'm also using a couple different sizes of nails for smaller parts of the frame. I cut out all the pieces and I'm just lining them up with the template I drew on the steel plate here. Now this is one of the two engines. I'm using 1/2-inch copper tube, sanding it down on the drill press on both sides. I'm marking a line on the piece so I can score it with a file, and then use my hacksaw to cut grooves into it so it looks like an engine. Now back in the drill press, just remarking the line and then using a file while it's spinning to put a bevel on the end where the grooves are. Basically using it like a lathe. Wow, this is much less accurate. It's doing the job that I need it to right now, so it's okay. And welding everything together. Pretty easy, it's just a tack on every joint. And the same thing on the other side. I don't want it to be completely flat, so I'm elevating these pieces with a 1/2-inch piece of plywood, and that's going to be the level that the other pieces are going to be elevated to as well. Tacking the engines on with that piece of copper in between just to give it a gap. And tacking on the very thin cockpit opening, as well as support for the front of the plane. And these are the fins made of tiny common nails and just tacked together as well. I welded a 1/4-inch stainless steel bolt so I can mount it on the base. And I'm using a Dremel with a stone bit to finish off the welds on the inside. A better tool for this would be a die grinder, but this is a cheaper version, just a little slower. And there we go, it fits well, it's nice and shiny along with the rest of the plane, and it's time to glue it on. I'm using 5-minute epoxy, and I'm just putting it wherever the copper makes contact with the steel and clamping it on. For the finish, I'm giving the plane a coat of matte black and taping off the copper just so it stays shiny and some nice contrast. Look at that. And finally the base will be a piece of walnut, sanding it down smooth on every side and every corner, and giving it a coat of clear lacquer semi-gloss. I'm drilling a 1/4 inch hole right through the center for the bolt and a 1/2 inch gap in the back for the bolt head to sit flush inside. Also painting the fasteners black, just with attention to detail. And there's how it fits together, just tightens down until it's a snug fit and doesn't move. And there we go guys, it's completed. It turned out pretty much how I wanted it to. Really nice with the walnut base, that was a last minute idea. But it looks sleek, and I'll probably be mounting it up on the wall like this or on an angle. If you have any idea yourself, go ahead and make it, go for it. Post it up on makerscare.org and consider making a donation. I'll be making a donation myself. And that's everything. And thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you like. Hope you have a wonderful day.